What it do, what it do. It's good to see you, and it's good to be seen and not viewed. That part. It's your guy Libs from CBN Vlogs, back with another video. And this is what I got for y'all today, man. I realize that we living in times right now where things be a little hard on us. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people is in a struggle financially. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we overspend our budgets, you know, and we get behind on things, just living life. And sometimes we need a little help, a little pick me up. And a lot of times we just simply need to get some help from somewhere else. Like we need to get a loan from a bank, or we need to call someone up and see if we could borrow something. It'd be like that sometimes. We all been through it. I just noticed that within the last 2 weeks, I had 3 people that reached out to me to see if they can get a personal loan from me. And I help out when I can. And for the most part, a lot of times I can, but sometimes I can't. It all depends on how much you need. Depends on if I can help you. It all depends on my situation, if I could afford to let it go at that time. You know, it's a lot of factors, but one thing I do know is that we all need some help sometimes, even myself. You know what I mean? What I try to do is I try to put myself in a position where if I do need help, I know exactly where to go and get it. I try to make a security blanket for myself. And that's what I want to talk about today, because it's been 3 people within the last 2 weeks that reached out to me. It kind of reminded me of myself back when I used to call my boy Jamar up, and I used to say, hey bro, yeah, how you doing, man? Yeah, this Lib. Hey bro, I need a loan right now. Could you help me out? I'll get it right back to you. How much you need? I need this. I need that. You know what I'm saying? And Jamar would get it right to me because he trusts me, and I would always pay it back to Jamar. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that I have a friend who would do something like that, and I really appreciated it, because at the time of my life, I really needed that help. So what I'm going to talk about today in this video is a simple tactic that I personally use for myself that kind of helps me prevent myself from calling people like Jamar to see if I can get a loan. I call this tactic a secret savings. Now let me break it down on how it's done. What you do is you go to your bank, wherever you have your checking account with, if you're credit union, then you go there, you speak to a banker, sit down with this banker, and you tell this banker, say, I want to open up another savings account. Okay. And the banker, you know, he's probably going to say, well, you have your checking and you have your savings. Why do you want another one? Are you like saving up for a vacation? Or are you saving to get a car? Or you got something in mind big that you're trying to do? Because we can do that for you and set something up just for that. But this particular savings account is not for anything in particular. I call it a secret savings. It's like a secret. And because it's a secret, you want to tell the banker that you don't want a debit card for this checking account. You do not want this checking account to be online. You don't want any online access to this checking account. You don't want to see this checking account at all. Okay, so you're not going to get a debit card for it. When you're looking in your phone and you're pulling up your checking account information, you want to see your money. You do not want to see this account. It's hidden. Okay, so the only way that you could tell what's in this account, how you doing? The only way that you could tell what's in this account is you have to physically go to the bank and ask for a printout. Or you will get a bank statement in the mail, and the bank statement that you get in the mail will tell you exactly what's going on with the account. But if you call over the phone, they'll transfer for you. They'll make a transfer out of that account into your checking or your other savings, but they will not tell you what the balance is. You have to go there in person, or you have to get a bank statement. And I feel like that's the glory of this tactic that I'm introducing to you guys, the viewers. If so far you watching this video, if it sounds interested and you want to hear what I have to say, the rest of it, how it goes, then go ahead and stay tapped in. And while you're here, go ahead and smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate that. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Now, when you get this savings account, what I call a secret savings, this is what you want the banker to do for you. You want to tell the banker, listen, every 2 weeks or every week or every month that my job deposits my check into my checking account, I want you to take a certain amount of my checking account and move it over to this account that I can't see, that I have no debit card for. It's going to be easy at first for you to remember what's in there because you just started. But after a while, if you keep on doing this thing consistently, you're going to lose count of what's over there in that account. And that's the glory of the whole idea, is so that you're over there stacking money. It's out of sight, out of mind. When I first started with my secret savings account, I told the credit union, I said, listen, every time my check gets deposited into my account, I want you to move $100 over there. Okay? Now, in 1 year, that's $1,200 that you wasn't even thinking about, because what's going to happen is if you show discipline and you don't mess with the money, you know you got something over there, but you might have lost count. If you show discipline, what's going to happen is it's going to grow. It's going to grow to the point, and you're going to learn how to live off of what you have left. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm sure that most of us, when we get paid, we could blow $100 like it's nothing on the first payday. You know, that's just putting gas in the car and going out to dinner. That's $100 blown already. So it's an easy thing to do. And the glory of it is you don't have to do it yourself. You tell the banker to move that money for you, because if it was up to you to move that money, you might decide, no, I'm not going to do it this pay period. Or you might just forget, I forgot to put the $100 over there in my secret savings. So the glory of it is you don't have to do anything. The bank automatically is going to take $100 or whatever amount you decide. And I recommend that you start with something small. Start with something small. Some people will say, well, I want to save $300 a month. No, I don't recommend that you save $300 a month if you're the type of person who's always needing money and you're tight with money, and you're going, all it's going to do is make you go over to that account and mess with your money. You want to start with something small, something that you know you're not going to miss, something like $25 to $50. Now, I know most people, when they get paid, they could blow $25 immediately and they won't miss it. If your job shortchanged you $50 on your check, a lot of people wouldn't even know that they've been shortchanged $50. So I recommend that you start with something really small, something that you're not going to miss. And it's almost like it's out of sight, out of mind. Now, with me, after a while of them taking $100 out of my check and then moving it over to my secret savings, I realized that I should be doing more than $100. Now, what makes me believe that I should be doing more than $100? I realized that I was blowing more money than I was saving. I'm saving $100 and I'm blowing like $200 on frivolous things like cigarettes, like alcohol, like eating fast food. I'm just blowing so much money that I felt like what I should be doing is saving a little more. If I could save that amount of money and still afford to blow what I'm blowing, then I feel like I could afford to up the ante and set it up to $150 as opposed to $100. So that's where we at right now. And whenever I get into a jam, I try to have other resources set aside that will prevent me from going to that secret savings. But if I don't have anything else and the secret savings is all I have, then we're going to rock out with that. So that's what I have for you, man. I guarantee you, if you guys try that method, it'll work for you. You can't go wrong. Add it on up, man. You do $100 every time you get paid. If you get paid twice a month or 4 times a month, just add it up and think about long-term longevity. I guarantee you, you'll be saving money and you'll be happy you did it. It's your boy Libs, man. Subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys got some help from that. And just like that, I'm gone. Peace.